Forget not the tyranny of this wall, nor the love of freedom that made it fall. General Secretary Gorbachev, if you seek peace, if you seek prosperity for the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe, if you seek liberalization, come here to this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. At the 750th anniversary of the founding of the city of Berlin, President Reagan gave one of the most powerful speeches to liberate an oppressed people. The most effective part of his speech is its arrangement. He powerfully frames the Berlin Wall as a deterrent to freedom and liberation for the German people. He does this by contrasting good with evil, freedom and totalitarianism. He associates the United States and its Western powers like Britain and France with good, and associates the Soviet Union's occupation of Western Germany with totalitarianism and evil. For example, he says that America reached out to help to repair Europe following the destruction of World War II. America put the Marshall Plan in place, directed not against any country or doctrine, but against hunger, poverty, desperation, and chaos. He has two audiences in this speech: the people of Soviet-occupied Germany and Soviet Union leaders themselves. In just these sentences alone, he associates the Soviet occupation with hunger, desperation, destruction, and chaos. Then follows it up by saying that they see symbols of love and worship and affront. He associates Western occupation as an economic miracle, a technological revolution, healing, and the process to liberation and democracy. These are just subliminals. Right now, he's merely associating the United States with good and the Soviet Union with evil. However, he then begins to direct his speech at the Soviets themselves, saying that in Europe, only one nation and those it controls refuse to join the community of freedom. Right here, he is directing his speech at the Soviet occupation itself, saying that they are not only a barrier to freedom, but a barrier to the prosperity of Western Germany itself. Finally, he's done with associating words. He speaks to the Soviet leader himself. He says, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. He is ordering the Soviet leader now to do something rather than associating words and beating around the bush. So in one speech, he has gone from subliminal to giving a clear order to the occupation of Western Germany. In this speech, President Reagan is arguing that there are two sides to every wall, and rather than building walls, dividing people from one another, we need to be listening, building bridges, and liberating those who seek freedom.